The past 6 weeks have been pretty brutal for Ubisoft after it was revealed that yes, indeed, the rumors were true. Ubisoft was finally making an Assassin's Creed game set in Japan, the very thing that fans have been asking over a decade for. Unfortunately, it wasn't going to look the same way most people thought it would. The first game ever set in Japan for Assassin's Creed, and they decide, you know what? We don't need a male Japanese character. Why don't we go with a black samurai? And that, of course, set the internet on fire. You can see the reaction to that decision from Ubisoft, but it went far deeper than just the inclusion of a black samurai. Look at this trailer ratio. 750,000 downvotes to less than 300,000 likes. It got brutalized. The comments were absolutely roasting Ubisoft in every way, and it just continued to get worse. Assassin's Creed Shadows is slammed for featuring a black African samurai as fans accuse makers of erasing Asian men and forcing diversity. And then when they decided to do the gameplay trailer, didn't work out much better either, because they decided that Yasuke, who was going around town just killing indiscriminately Asian men, really felt like a normal American city. Then they did this. Assassin's Creed Shadows Yasuke trap-inspired theme slammed as racist. Yeah, the theme for Yasuke was to do a little bit of a Japanese-feeling song with a hip-hop track behind it. That didn't go over well.
I'll wash away his failure with your blood. You will have to spill it first.
But if you thought all this was bad everywhere else in the world, think of how the Japanese people felt. Just look at the ratio on their trailer, 10-1. That's the dislike to like ratio, and Japanese fans have had enough. Japanese gamers launch petition to cancel Ubisoft's upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows game. This is a serious insult to Japanese culture and history. The petition, created by Shimizu Toru, I don't know if I'm saying that right, states recently, lack of historical accuracy and cultural respect has been a serious problem for game developer Ubisoft, which is scheduled to release Assassin's Creed Shadows. This game is based on the samurai of Japan, ignoring the fact the samurai is the upper class of the samurai class and should be family or a person who serves you. Now, of course, it would go on and on and on, but as you can see, look at this petition. It's got over 50,000 signatures. It's only been up for a few days, on its way to 75,000. Now, is this going to do anything to prevent them from releasing this game? No, 100% not. There is nothing that will stop them from releasing this game, but it is a way for people to show that they're pissed off that this is even happening, and you've got Japanese YouTubers that are speaking out about this as well. Just check this out. Japanese anger over AC Shadows is exploding. Ubisoft defenders, even the CEO, would have you believe that Japanese outrage over Assassin's Creed Shadows is just a bunch of Western racists. But Japanese YouTubers are speaking out, and they are mad. Japanese AC fans view this as their one chance to play as a Japanese man in an AC game, and they were robbed and will never get this chance again. On top of that, Ubisoft CEO calls them racist and hateful for saying so. Ubisoft pandered, but not to the Japanese. They continue to insult them by mixing up plant seasons and even using Chinese characters for Japanese names. And it's also ironic because if you remember a couple years ago, Ghost of Tsushima, which was coming out on the heels of The Last of Us Part 2, the media was in an uproar over, this is so disrespectful to the Japanese people, how dare you? They wanted the game to fail desperately, didn't happen. And in fact, the Japanese people embraced the game. They loved the game, Ghost of Tsushima. Not exactly the same feeling for something like this. And we even have a clip of one of these videos, one of the people that's speaking out, Shohei Kondo, who has less than 3,000 subscribers. His video is already at 50K. And actually, his video that is at 50,000 views has more likes already than the Japanese trailer for the game does, which has 400,000 views. That's very telling about how the Japanese people feel about this. Now, obviously, English not his first language, but let's let him speak for a little bit about how this made him feel initially.
I'm pretty pissed. And I really can't believe this is happening. And I really can't believe people don't see these things. You know, I've been a fan of Assassin's Creed. I really loved Assassin's Creed 2, and Assassin's Creed Origin is one of my best video games I ever played.
Now, I'll push back a little. I didn't think Origins was that great, but it's not my top tier list here. Black Flag, that's my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
It's amazing. And I was dreaming one day Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed set in Japan. Because ninja is amazing subject for Assassin's Creed. Because ninja is assassin and also spy. So it's gonna be great. I was hoping Ubisoft, they would do a lot of intense this research, or even they hire some Japanese team, like a lot of Japanese group of people, work with them to historical accuracy. It's a responsibility, you know, you gotta do. And I was believing they would do. But really? So Ubisoft announced new Assassin's Creed series, Assassin's Creed Shadow, set in Japan. It's not Japan. And the main character is not Japanese. But wait.
And he would go on to talk about how, no, they didn't hire a bunch of people to make sure they got this right. In fact, there's a bunch of fucking problems. Not just the idea that, yes, Yasuke did exist. He was a person, but he was never, there's no evidence he was ever considered a samurai. This is a fan fiction thing that people have blown up in recent years. But not only would they go and try to cover their asses for that and admit that, yeah, you know, he's our samurai. We wanted to make somebody who wasn't Japanese in the spot, and we thought that because nobody knows anything about him, we thought he would be a good person to do that with. The fact that they're hiding behind a black character as a shield to deflect any and all criticism of this game, it is really pathetic. And obviously, he's getting a lot of support for somebody with not a ton, not a big following, getting a lot of support for speaking out about this game. There's other videos out there that are in Japanese, so obviously wouldn't do me much good to listen to that. But the idea that, oh, it's just angry white people that are mad about this. No, the Japanese people themselves are pissed. They're pissed that this is what they've decided to do when it comes to Assassin's Creed, to this franchise. The one and only time they'll probably have a Japanese game, and you decided to do this on top of all of the other shit, and all in an effort to virtue signal. It's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit. I guess we'll see what happens when this thing comes out later this year. It's still an Assassin's Creed game, which is a massive franchise. I don't know how it's going to do sales-wise compared to some of the other ones. Is it going to get that, 9-10 million level? Or is this going to be enough to keep people away, even though people desperately wanted a Japanese Assassin's Creed? That is not at all what they got. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.